Hey everyone, happy November. Let's dive into some October real estate stats here in Sarnia, Lambton. For those that don't know, I'm Sean Ryan from Blue Coast Realty. So, what are we seeing the market do right now? We saw that big interest rate decrease by the Bank of Canada last month, half a point, really added a lot of confidence into the market because, especially, their language was saying we're going to go down again in December as well. And so, what I really saw was showing activity increase on prices 600 and under. So we're seeing those first time home buyers come out a bit more, maybe those investors as well. And for an example, we listed one in the North End for around 420 in October, and I had about 15 showings on it right away within a few days. That same house, probably, let's say in September or August, I would have had five or six. So I'm starting to see that activity pick up. Those upper tier price ranges, though, are still quite low. They're quite slow on the showings. We're still seeing them sit on the market. But it is that effect. It starts to trickle up as the first time buyer price ranges speed up and pick up. It starts to go into those upper tiers. So let's look at some stats now, what the market did. So total number of listings was 301 listings last month. Compared to 23, there's 300. So very on par with that. But back to 2022, there was only 249. So total number of listings year to date, though, 3,100, 2,600 in 2023, and 2,500 from 2022. So number of sales we had last month actually was 146 sales. We beat last year by quite a bit, and we beat 2022. And 2022 was the height of that rapid market that we were in. So we beat by two, which was quite nice. And then total number of sales year to date, though, is still down a little bit compared to, let's say, 2022, where we had 1,361 this month, 1,344 last year, and then 2022 was 1,442. So we're still not quite there yet, but we're seeing things gradually start to pick up, which is really good. So total sales volume, though, was interesting. So total the dollar volume, how much dollar volume sold in Sarnia and Lambton? 79 million, just over 79 million. 2023, 61 million, but 2022 had 71 million. So only two more sales. Amount of sales are down compared to 2022, but the dollar volume's up by almost 8 million. So it really shows you that the prices are sticking and staying here in Sarnia and Lambton, which I think is really important. But year-to-date dollar volume is down compared to, let's say, 2022, where in 2024 we had 720 million, 2023 714 million, and 2022 799 million. I think we're going to see those numbers shape out a little bit as the year finishes off, and as we go into 2025, I think it's going to be really good. So here's an interesting factor right here. Okay, so the average sale price was 547,000 in October, 513,000 last year, so quite an increase. And then the medium sale price 480 compared to 472. So we are seeing those values start to creep back up. And if you're ever wondering how these sales break down in Sarnia and Lambton, this is quite interesting. So the highest number of sales was bungalows. That was 56 sales last month. 2 stories was 26 sales. 1.5 stories, very typical in like the tree streets, wartime houses. That was only 11 sales. So that's the top 3. For a bungalow, the average sale price was 561, 2 stories 613, and the story and a half for 427. Just to go over those top 3. So I think we're going to see the market continue to increase. I think first-time home buyers, I know I've been saying this for the last few months, is you really have a choice right now. I think you could still get a decent deal. You could still negotiate homes 600 under, 500 under right now. But I do think once 2025 comes, we're going to see bidding wars happen a bit more. We're going to see prices in those lower price ranges go up as mortgage rates go down and we see more and more affordability. The other thing, too, I'm seeing right now is a lot of people not taking the right advice and not doing their homework on stuff, especially when it comes to lending. If you're in a higher rate mortgage right now, or you're not in a great mortgage, maybe you're in a private mortgage, make sure you're talking to professionals to see what your options are, really. And if you're looking at, hey, my mortgage comes for renewal, maybe I can't afford my house, there's more options sometimes just than selling the house. So if you ever want a list of people to talk to, we'd love to give it to you, and we're here for you to help. So that's been a quick snapshot of what we're seeing in the Sarnia Lambton real estate market. Love to chat more about the market if you ever want to chat. And remember, put Sean on your line.